Welcome to the video version of the Sarno Music Solutions breakdown brought to you by Sarno Music Solutions and Blue Jade Audio. Today, Brad and I got into a conversation about Owsley Stanley and the Wall of Sound. We're just going to jump right into it right
So I
here.
kind of wanted to talk about some of the sound reinforcement and the sound guys and all of that. And I figure there's no better place to start than Bear Owsley Stanley.
Absolutely.
He came on way early. I mean, he was there right from in the '60s at the acid test, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
And
he was kind of the facilitator of what happened, really.
from what I read, he was around and doing other stuff, and he said I can help with the sound, and kind of took over and started uh, putting together all these different parts of different PAs. And essentially, as time went on, they built the wall of sound, which was something no one had ever seen. I mean, the Grateful Dead, let's be honest, when it comes to sound quality and in live audio, they were innovators. They were ahead of their time on everything, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Revolutionary. They were the guinea pigs of technologists that were testing stuff. They were the testing ground for all kinds of stuff. Their demands and the philosophy they adopted from Bear was just, it's never good enough. Just go for the best. The best fidelity. The music's so important. It has to sound amazing.
And they always would put their money back into their sound system.
Yeah,
Uh,
apparently.
they would reinvest whatever, when they made profits, they didn't just take it. They would try and go and make themselves better
Right.
in that. So the wall of sound, and I know it wasn't just Bear. I know Healy was part of that because he was an assistant back then, and the guys from Alembic and Rick Turner and the crew had to build the damn thing. Um, for those of you out there that know what the wall of sound is, just a massive. It's a massive line array, really, isn't it?
It really is. It's the birth of the line array, to the best of our knowledge, and it's really unique. It corresponds to the philosophy of the Grateful Dead in a big way, where they really put the control of the mix and the dynamics in the hands of the artists on stage. They each guy had his own massive tower of speakers, and they had their own control. That stuff was not controlled by a sound person out front. The only thing out front that was controlled by the house was the vocals, but the instruments were in the hands of each guy, um, and with beautiful Macintosh amps and JBL speakers, huge tall towers.
So, and
And
each tower was for a different player, right?
yeah, each instrument had its own discrete PA system, basically.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the people who I'm a little too young to have witnessed it in person, but the people I know that did said there's just nothing like that sound. There's just nothing like that clarity and that organic purity.
And Phil's thing took it even a step further than just having his own tower, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he had a guitar pickup system where each string had its own pickup and output, and each string was sent to its own tower, which in each tower they were spread across the stage. So it was a massive, kind of insane bass rig up there.
Were the towers stacked on each side of the stage for both of them? Did Jerry have a tower on each side of center so that the image going out to the crowd was balanced?
I believe Jerry just had his tower that was behind him,
Wow,
and the same went for Bob.
that has to be so loud.
I understand that it wasn't that brutally loud. It just the line array factor gave it very focused imaging, and the height of the tower helped cover a big crowd and a long distance. But I mean, yeah, it was probably pretty loud on stage because these speakers were behind the artists.
That would I don't know if I could do that. It's thinking about that. We've never, you or me or anybody who's played live has never really played with the speakers behind us. The PA is always in front of us, and we have a
Right.
monitor system and we have in ears now, but or just our stage amps. I can't imagine having the entire sound system behind me.
Yeah, I wonder what that was like. But again, there's something about that philosophy they were going with, that whole Bear philosophy of extreme fidelity, quality of audio. And when things are that clean and well designed and well placed, um, you don't really have to be brutally loud to be heard. And so um, I imagine it wasn't quite the, the the brutal, loud shitstorm on stage that you might imagine.
Really. All right, my friend. Well, thank you very much. You take care, and we will talk to you very soon.
All right. Good talking to you, Rob. Take care.
All right. Thank you. That's Brad Sarno, folks.